Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Late Night Talks with Cam. Now, I originally wanted to record this video last night, but my upstairs my upstairs neighbors were playing very loud music and I just couldn't get the video out. And I was also having trouble with my microphone. Hopefully it's working now. I noticed that my last video, the sound quality was kind of off, and my microphone was plugged in, but it wasn't working for some reason. I think I fixed it, so we'll see how that goes. I think it's fixed. I think so. But if it's not fixed, it's whatever. I'm still gonna upload it because I wanted this uploaded today. So yeah, there's that. Yeah. Now, as the title suggests, I cannot work a 9 to 5. I can't do it. Me can't work no 9 to 5. Me can't do it. Now, I have a list of reasons why I can't work a 9 to 5, and I'm gonna discuss it here. So first and foremost, I'm gonna explain where I work. So currently, right now, I am doing an internship. I work at a property management company, and so far I really like it. It was something I was looking for because I'm trying to get into that real estate type of field for post college and whatnot. So property management was perfect. Yeah, I'm learning a lot. I'm doing a lot of phone calls, going to different properties and whatnot, and yeah, so far I really like it. It can be a little stressful at times, but I really like it. Now, as terms as a long-term thing, I don't know. I do like the idea of helping people, which property management is pretty much, property management is pretty good with doing, getting people an apartment, having them lease for a year or years, or up until a certain point. Helping them if they have any issues with their apartment and whatnot. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I do want to do. I don't know if I want to do this long term. I do like it, but what I want to do long term is being able to provide and help people in some way that probably isn't property management, but it definitely is in the real estate field. And yeah, but the thing with this job and the thing with previous jobs that I had, it's the same thing over and over again, and it's kind of sad. You wake up, you drive to your job, or you take public transportation, and as you're driving or you're taking any type of bus, there's other people too doing the same things. They're driving, or they're taking the bus, or I don't know, taking the Uber there. But it's the same thing every morning, everybody in the morning each week is waking up, they're going outside, they're walking somewhere, or they're driving somewhere, or they're taking a bike somewhere, and it's all for the same reason. Everyone is going to work. 9 times out of the 10, that is why we see people outside from Monday to Friday in the morning, walking or driving, taking any type of transportation anywhere, because they are going to work. And it kind of feels kind of robotic, like it really makes me think we really are living in some type of matrix. Are we? I have these type of thoughts, we're living in a matrix. We're all going somewhere in the morning for the same reason, to work. And then you go to work and you're doing the same things that you did yesterday and the day before and the day before, whatever your job is. And then you clock out. You might go to the gym after, or I don't know. You're gonna go home after. You eat. I don't know. You may watch a show or whatever, and then you go to bed. And then you wake up and you repeat and you do the same thing. Like, that's just so. It feels like you have no freedom, you know? Because, like, 8 of your hours are spent working. Working. You're working for, like, the whole day. Literally, your whole day you're working, and then you're tired and you want to go home. Or, I don't know. I don't know what everybody's schedule is. Everybody's schedule is different, but you have a limited time after to do things that you want to be doing, because you got to wake up early for the next day. And that's just so, like, limiting. That just feels like you don't have any option or any other thing to do with your life. And I can't imagine doing that for the rest of my life. Waking up, going to work the whole day, coming back, waking up, the same thing, like, the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like I just been having moments at work where it's just like I feel like I'm not supposed to be there. I'm supposed to be doing something else, just not here. Doing something else with my brain, focusing on other things, my goals, my dreams, my ambitions. Something fun, something that I like to do, things that fulfill me. You know what I'm saying? What I'm doing now, it doesn't fulfill me. I'm just trying to get a check so I can pay my expenses, live, to, be able to buy nice things. And it's just so, it's just so limiting. Like, I can't imagine having to work for, 30 to 40 years of my life, and then you retire, you're old. And then what? You know what I'm saying? It's like all your years are done. All that time you spent working as well. Oh yeah, also considering the other factor, taking care of your family and whatnot. I'm saying, making sure they're good and paying for all your expenses, your car note, rent or mortgage. You know, gotta pay taxes. It's just, it feels very much robotic, having to do those things for the rest of your life until you retire. It's like, you mean to tell me once you retire, that's when you get to live life for real? Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that. I- yeah, I feel like, okay, so my camera died and I had like 20 minutes in total, I think. So another 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes of me talking is gone. Like, it just, no, my camera didn't die, but it just cut off. I don't know why that happened. Um, yeah, but it ended on one of my next bullet points, actually. So I got kind of lucky. And I think this was when I was discussing that we weren't meant to work. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. Yeah, I don't feel like we were meant to be working. Yeah, I feel like we're meant for something greater. We're meant to be doing things that we like to be doing. We're meant to be fulfilling our purpose, doing things that give us joy instead of working a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life. That's what I feel. I feel like we were put on this earth to fulfill things that we are good at. things that we like to do, things that give us a sense of purpose, things that make us feel good. But instead, we do things that we don't want to be doing for the rest of our lives just so we can pay the bills, just so that we can take care of our families. And it shouldn't be that way. And you ever noticed how depressing it is and how draining it is just to go to work sometimes? Like going to work and you're putting up a face, acting like you're enjoying what you're doing, but you don't. Let's be real. Nine times out of the 10 when you're going to work, you don't like what you're doing. Well, it depends. But you don't want to be at work. You don't want to be doing this. You just want to pay the bills. You know? We should be doing things that's going to give us a sense of life, that's going to fulfill us. Doing things that we were put on this earth to do. And we all have the answer to those things. We all know what we should be doing. We all have things that we like to do, things that we are naturally good at, that we can't really explain why we're good at it, things that we just gravitate towards that we can't really explain. Whatever that is, we should be doing those things and making the most of it. But the important thing too is just not really worrying about the money either. Right? We worry way too much about putting money in our pockets, going to these jobs, sustaining our lives. But how about we just take a step back and forget about that for a second? How about we focus on something that just feels right for us, feels true to us? We focus on that and that and that, and then that's where all the attention comes. And then that's where all the finances start coming together. And I've noticed that people who really like to do something, whether it was basketball, whether it was music, whether it was art, when they poured their all into something that they loved, they got an audience. Financially, they were good. And I'm not saying money is everything. Money isn't everything. Doing something that you want to do and just focusing on that, regardless of the money, that's what you should be doing. Making sure that we are right here, right? And I'm not saying not to work a job, of course. Make sure you're working a job, but don't make it the center of your life. Make sure that you are doing the things that you want to be doing, because that is very important. Yeah, I don't remember if I touched up upon this, but feeling like we live in a matrix, like very robotic. Actually, I think I did talk about that before my camera died and whatnot. Yeah, but we very much, everything is very robotic. It's the same thing every day. It's like we don't have a choice of what we want to do with our lives, but we do have a choice. It's just that all this control and power that is placed on people and used against us makes us believe that we can't do the things that we want to be doing. And we gotta recognize that we can, and that we only have one life to live. And if we waste it not doing the things that we want to be doing, then we will regret it. I know I'm gonna regret it. And yeah, like, I feel like a lot of people nowadays are waking up. People are starting to realize that they need to start taking action now and doing the things that they want to be doing now before it's too late. And doing whatever they do, regardless of what people are going to say to them, doing what's right to them. Because I see this all the time when people stay true and disciplined on their craft and something that they want to do, something that they like doing, it always ends up on a good note, on a high note. Things always work out. I've noticed this. But, we focus too much on the worldly things, the things that don't serve us here. We focus too much on things like focus too much on our responsibilities. We focus too much on things that are gonna help sustain us. Right? We focus on too many factors to help us, but we don't focus enough on ourselves. We don't take the time to sit back and think to ourselves, what do I want to be doing with my life? What are the next steps do I want to be doing? Do I feel good in the position that I'm in now? Is it good enough? Am I satisfied? Do I want to be doing this? We need to ask ourselves these questions, or we're just going to live a fake life. We're not going to live the life that we desire. And everyone deserves the life that they desire if they want it bad enough, right? I feel like a lot of people don't work hard enough for the things that they want. They put excuses on their goals, what they want to achieve, what they want to be doing. I'm an example of that. I make a lot of excuses for myself. And I know that I need to put a lot of work into the things that I want to be doing. And that's part of the reason why I don't always do them. Right? I want to be doing these other things, but I know it's going to take a lot of work. I sit at my desk, just bored, just tired of what I'm doing. And I want to be doing something else, but I have not taken action to be doing those things. Right? Definitely working on it though. One of them being YouTube. But just recognizing that even if you have something that you want to be doing, something that gives you purpose, something that fulfills you, it's going to take a lot of work. It is. Not the other work that I'm talking about, like jobs and like corporate stuff, but like it's going to take a lot of discipline work, internal work. If it can be physical work, and that can be anything. But the outcome will be very rewarding when you do work really, really hard for it, and if you want it bad enough. And yeah. But yeah, I think that was most of the things that I was saying before it cut off. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think that was it for the most part. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Should probably head to bed soon. I gotta wake up early. But Yeah, that is the whole premise of the video. Cannot work a 9 to 5. I'm gonna make sure that's not gonna happen. Alright? Hopefully I'm successful on YouTube. But we'll see where things go. But yeah, that is it for the video. If you are new here, please drop a like and subscribe, tune in. And I'll see you on the next one.